Jokic just 8 for 25 in game 3. Gordon got peeled and ripped clean by Williams, playing with a little bit of pace here.
But great hands by Jalen Williams to knock that away.
Gilgeous-Alexander on Porter Jr. Great pocket pass into the dunker spot. And the first field goal of the game goes to Chet Holmgren.
Isaiah Hartenstein makes great decisions out of it. Isaiah Hartenstein, after setting this little screen, just gets a short roll, catches around the free throw line. He draws Jamal Murray because he's such an alert passer to Chet Holmgren, who, as you pointed out, was right in that baseline dunker spot.
But great defense by Jalen Williams, a.k.a. J-Dub.
Especially Michael Porter Jr. A little split action off the elbow and challenged by Jalen Williams late. You really have to get some. He grabbed 8 rebounds, a couple of them two-handed rebounds. He was very, very good.
Master of the mid-range, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his first field goal. His team up by 4.
The quicker Oklahoma City can get the ball up the court, the more opportunities SGA is going to have to attack the defense.
Here's Gordon on the edge. Jokic out top. Off the brush screen by Gordon. Got to the rim and blocked by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander 1 for 2 so far. Here, just getting underway. Off the screen. Got to the mid-range and cashes out again.
Well, you can tell Oklahoma City wants to put Nikola Jokic in as many ball screens as they can. If Denver's going to stay in man, they're going to make him guard and have to switch out on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Brown had it knocked away. Good steal. It was Jalen Williams again.
Started out this game playing in man. They started out game 3 in zone, but they're putting Nikola Jokic in ball screen situations, and important for Hartenstein to set a really good screen with Jokic in drop coverage.
The creativity of Murray on display again.
Well, creativity is right. He's a very creative finisher, especially with the left hand around the basket.
That's the 14th foul.
Well, here's Lou Dort knocking down the first 3 of the game.
The stagger, Murray into the corner. Westbrook, he's been proficient shooting the 3 from the corner this year. Here's Caruso on the move. They got a 2-on-1 facing Gordon, and Caruso lays it in.
Oklahoma City, he was wide open. They've had some wide open looks, but Denver not getting back.
Tough fadeaway, and he barely draws iron. Wallace with the hustle and the stick back. Here's Jokic. Tried to get it back to Westbrook. Active hands defensively, Jay.
And then the rim protection. It's just a very well-connected defensive team.
Westbrook drives it on Hartenstein, and they took it away from him. They lead by 13. Here's Murray. And they turned him over.
Just great hands by Cason Wallace. What a pest.
Hartenstein catching a body.
Well, especially when it starts with their defense. The pressure on the ball, the active hands to knock it away, and then taking it down the other way and give Hartenstein credit for running the floor. Given the signal to Caruso, he just throws it up.
You bet.
I wonder if there was any mom disappointment in a Missouri mom having a kid go to Kansas.
Oh, that was a big one. Yeah, and a follow by Hartenstein on the offensive glass. The lead back up to 13. Probing against Porter Jr. Holmgren, butter.
But you definitely have to move the ball and get some player movement, not just stand around.
They tried to screen Brown that time. Off the kick out, Williams with the midi. Cash. The Thunder a little bit stagnant here offensively. Wow, what a drive by Williams.
And you can see the frustration. He just doesn't miss those shots very often.
Caruso open 3. Got it. Well, it's Caruso.
Have to search out if that goes in. Who's the closest nugget to get credit for it?
Caruso open for 3. Got another one. The reigning coach of the year, Coach Daignault, calling out the play. He rejects the screen. Steps through. Got it. SGA on the JOB.
But rejecting the ball screen, getting past Brown, I'm not sure about that one. That was offense-initiated contact and really not that much of a bump. It was just chest to chest.
but said they'd like to do a better job rebounding to keep them from multiple shots. On offense, he says they like the looks they got. They could do a better job screening. Has another dunk on the other end by Holmgren.
Over half their points are coming from the foul line.
Gilgeous-Alexander crowded, double teamed. The pass, Holmgren with the finish. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Denver showing a lot of bit of help. 7 on the shot clock, goes tween. Sprays it out to Dort. Wide open three, Butter. Murray trying to shake Dort. Around the Jokic screen, nice hezzy. Dort sticks with him and got part of the ball on the block. Murray retrieves it. Double teamed and peeled clean.
He said, guys, we got a guard. We can turn them over and get back in this. Then Mark Daigneault came and he said, guys, it's only a 6-point game. No matter how we got here, as they cut it to 3 there on a 3.
But he also plays on the floor, so he can shot fake and drive it.
The Thunder said they wanted to face Denver. Wallace laces the 3 from the corner. Gilgeous-Alexander sprays it out to Wiggins on the wing. And that 3 with an auspicious bounce goes through.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander draws basically 3 defenders and kicks it out to Wiggins, who was ready to shoot.
17 in the game for Christian Brown.
Well, he's been so good in this game.
Holmgren misses. Boy, a little room service for Wiggins underneath with the loose ball. Brown with the screen. Caruso switches on to Murray. Murray touches paint, and he lost it. 8 seconds to go. When you look at the fact that during the regular season, the Nuggets were 20th in defensive rating. They gave up the lob and one to Hartenstein.
Was some penetration off the ball screen to make Aaron Gordon come up to have to play it. And that meant that Peyton Watson had to come in from the wing to try to stop that dunk from Hartenstein. He couldn't stop it and fouled him. How good has Aaron Gordon been in the playoffs? Not just this series, but he was great against the Clippers.
Had that game winner and a big shot response by Wallace. Got it off just in time before the expiration of the shot clock. Williams. Wallace, one more. Wiggins wide open. Cash.
Which is the right pass to get it back to Wiggins for the wide open 3. That's excellent offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander around the screen. Back out to Caruso. One more to a wide open Wallace. That is pristine.
Up against the tops. That's basically a little ball screen. Then it pops out to the 3-point line. And when Westbrook closes out, just hits Wallace. And who was right there on the catch? Caruso.
Wallace smoked the layup. Everything but the bucket. Caruso with the steal and the foul.
Position outside the 3-point line. I mean, that's incredible.
Wow.
To knock that ball away from an excellent handler and Jamal Murray on the move. That's just spectacular defense in the open floor by Alex Caruso.
Off the tween, Gilgeous-Alexander raises up and got an auspicious bounce for the bucket.
Go in, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the crossover, using his body so well, and that's a big mistake from Denver to start after that timeout.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the midi. Against that Denver zone, Williams touches paint with the layup.
Stein comes up to set a screen and then flips it, but Gilgeous-Alexander just kicks it to the left side, and then it's the force that Jalen Williams.
And commemorating his play this season, dedicating it to his brother, his late brother. Gilgeous-Alexander to the rim and the layup. That should just about do it. Jalen Williams with a subpar offensive game today with 9 points on 2 of 13, make it 10 now. But regardless, the Thunder will even this series at 2 games apiece as they storm into Denver and Ball Arena on Mother's Day and win 92-87 in a big bounce back game by the presumptive MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, leading the way with 25 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 6 assists.